So today I'll be showing you how to install Drupal 8 on your Ubuntu 14.04 computer using Nginx and MySQL and php-fpm. So to do so, let's first install Nginx. So let's type these codes inside of our terminal. So now let's find Nginx using the repository with this code. Then after going through this process, then we'll get the updates. For example, now after you have done that, now you should install Nginx. Now you can start Nginx using this, and then now install MySQL. I will pause the video until it's finished. So now this is where you'll set your root password. So now let's install php-fpm. So now let's configure Nginx to work with PHP and MySQL Server on Ubuntu. So open your file, open this file, and change the CG1 to CG0. After doing that, save the file and you can close it. Then now you need to restart PHP 5. Now after you have done that, and to ensure that PHP works with Nginx, open the file at this location default. And about at line 54, the code's below it right here. Copy it so that it look almost the same, like so, by removing the comments. Now that you have done that, you can save the file and then close it. Now after doing that, restart Nginx. Now after that, you're going to need to create a file called php-info, so let's create it right here first. And then inside of it, paste this 19 code. Save it. Then we will use our terminal to move it to that file location, to this file location right here. Now that you have done that, now you should install PHP 5 using this here, PHP 5 GD. The reason why you need it is because Drupal will need it, and to avoid getting an error while installing Drupal, we will be installing it from now. Now that we have done that, we can go to our browser and test if Nginx is working by typing localhost, and we should get this page. And to test if PHP is working, we'll write /php-info, which is the file which we have made, and if it come up on this page, then that means that PHP is working with Nginx. So now it's time to create our database. So in order to do that, you need to create a new user. So to start doing so, you need to first log in into your root user account. Now that you have done that, create a new user, which my user will be Drupal1 with the password of password. You can change your password to anything and create a user, create any user, whichever you want. Oh, it's saying that because I already had an account called a user called Drupal1, so let's create a new one called Drupal2. Now after that, you're going to need to grant all privileges to this user. And then flush the privileges. Now after you have done that, then you need to configure the MySQL database by creating the database using the user which you have just created with this code. So let's exit out of this first and type that code, and then enter the password of that user which you have just created, which mine was password. Now you need to log in into the new user's account which you have just created with this. Enter the password. Okay, let's try that again. Now grant all privileges to that database which you have just created using that user which you have created also. Okay, the reason I was getting an error because I didn't change the database file name. So let's retry that. Now that we have done that, we need to set up our host. So let's pause the video. Okay, so now I'm gonna so now we need to set up the host. So to do that, we need to create a new file which will so let's try to create a new file right here. So we should create a new file with any name. So let's create that file, and our name which you will give it is Drupal. You can give it any name which you choose from your memory, but the name which will be given it today is Drupal. So now after we have done that, we're going to go to this website which I'll be linking to the description, and copy everything from this website from right here and paste it inside of it. After we have pasted it, then we'll just change the server name, which I'm going to call Drupal. It can be anything which you like also, and a direct link to the file, and where we'll be putting it is the HTML/Drupal/Drupal 8. So after we have done all those things, we can now then save the file. Now after saving the file, then we need to move the file to our sites available. So now we'll use this code to do so. Let's go inside of here. Let's go to where the file is. As you can see, our file is right here, which name is Drupal. Don't see it as yet, which is here. Name is Drupal. So if I paste this code right here, just to move Drupal, it would work. Now after we have done that, then we need to add this line to the file etc host. So first let's open it, which will go at sudo nginx, and this is where we'll create our domain name, which we have given as a server name in the file before. So whatever name you put as server name, you should put for this. So let's go inside the file. And I have already put it here, but let's redo it again just for your view. So it will be like that, and then you'll press that 7.0.0.2 tab, then Drupal. Be anything that you want, save, exit. Now after doing that, then you paste this line here, which will create a symlink between the Drupal file you have pasted there and okay, because I already have it before, but for the video purpose I'll remove the one I have before. Remove and then repaste that code, and you'll see that the symlink will be created. Now we'll need to restart Nginx. So to do so, we write in sudo service Nginx restart. Okay, saying that something is wrong here. Don't know why, but I did it wrong. Okay, let's try that. But I've put some files inside of. Okay, so let's continue. I don't know why it's saying that, but let's continue anyways. So to install Drupal, the first thing which we need to do is to extract our Drupal 8 file, which we have downloaded from before, which is this. Let's remove this. After extracting the file, then we need to rename it to anything we choose to rename it to. But I will rename it to Drupal 8. Then we should go inside of it, go to sites, default, create a new folder called files, copy these two files here and paste it there, and rename them to default settings.php and services.yml. After doing that, then we can close this and then run these run these permissions. So let's go to that where that file is, which is at home/proxmar/ Now that I've done that, then I can run these permissions. Now we need to put the folder which you have created in var www.html slash Drupal. So you create a directory inside of var www.html called Drupal. So to do that, we'll do sudo mkdir/var www/ /html /Drupal. I have already created mine, so that's why it come up with that. But then there should be created, and then that's where we will put the Drupal 8 file. So you do it by using this code, which I've already created before. And it will move the file to there. Oh crap, this code actually moved the DR8 file, but let's move the Drupal 8 file. Made an accident there with the code. And there it has been moved. So if you should go inside of your file directory and then go to you should see the Drupal 8 file right here. So now basically we should go to our browser and install it, but before I'm going to check something. I'll come back. Okay, so we're back. I found the problem which was causing the error, and it's that we didn't copy everything. So I forgot to copy the last curly bracket. So let's open it using Nginx. So sudo Nginx Drupal, and then at the bottom here we'll just add a semicolon, then save it. So now now we need to remove the one which we have saved before. I think I did it in some codes before here. Okay, I can't find it, so I'll just do it. So remove /etc/Nginx/sites enable /Drupal. Now that we have removed that, now then we'll just rerun this line of code. And then restart our Nginx server. Then now if we should go to Drupal up here, then it's supposed to load our Drupal site, and then we'll press save and continue. Save and continue. And then we put our database name, which is dr8 database 2. Let's recheck to make sure that's correct. Yes. And then we put our username, which is Drupal2. And then after doing that, we put our password, which was password. For me, let's retype that. Let's save and continue. Because this might take a while, when it starts installing, I'm going to pause the video until it's done and then come back at the configuration page. Now we are back at the configuration page of the site. So now it says all necessary changes of sites default and sites default PHP has been made, so we need to change back the permissions. So to do so, we need to go to the file location inside of our terminal, go cd var www html why crap and then Drupal. After doing that, then we go to our file, inside of our file like before, which was, then we, at the end of this file which I'm using to remember all this stuff, we have these two permissions that we just run them. And then after that, we are basically done, so you can close your terminal, close this file. Then we'll just go through the steps in naming our Drupal site, putting our email address, our username, our password, which is password which we were using throughout the video. Or the country which you're in, and then you can press save and continue. This might take a while, but I might just leave it to continue. Okay, so now we come to this page, saying that all necessary changes to the site default and site PHP have been made. So don't know why this is still coming up, but let's reload the screen to see if it's gone, or if it's still there, that means it's okay. So that means it's fixed since it's gone. So now basically this is the end of the video, and this is how you install Drupal 8. So you can go to your content to try new contents on your page, to put new contents on your page, structure your different contents, your appearance, to install new themes and the looks of your Drupal site, extend to put new modules and things in your site, configurations to deal with the different configurations for your site, people see the accounts logged in and are in your site, and reports to see different reports. And then for now you can use status report to see the different things needed or what is not installed onto your Drupal websites, which can cause problem in the longer run. So you should take a look at status report and to see what are the problems or what are the things need to be fixed, if there's anything to be fixed to your Drupal sites. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching how to install Drupal 8 on your Ubuntu 45.40 for using Nginx in 30 minutes. Thanks.